The first time that I heard this from a guy, I was just like, you must be a wanker. And he was. This yapping session is gonna be about dating in Australia. For any girls out there in Australia that is straight and trying to date, looking for a long-term relationship, girl, if you can still move away, you should move away. To this point, I think it's not even on Australia kind of matter. It's more like our generation. There's still some leeway, there's some exception to the rule, but there's not a lot of fish in the sea. You have to scout them. Trusting your intuition as well. When something's off, you run. First date is always like an interview, or else it's like you go on the second day, you don't feel it, you waste your time. You waste also their time because like you don't want to go and marry someone and they say that they don't want kids or something like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is not how to date. I'm just like giving some tips. This dating scene makes me want to be gay. Really glad I'm single, to be honest. Like seeing what the shit's going on there, like I don't want any part of this. I feel like in general, Australian, they are really chill kind of guy. Like, wouldn't expect someone to like go out of their way to do something for you. If you're an acts of service kind of girly, it would be really rare to see something like that here. So the money part, like financial things, I don't know about how older people do it, but for my age and then the people around my age, some of the dates I've been on, we just like split everything. Like my last relationship, we just split everything. But last year, I've been on like 100 dates and it was all like first dates. I know, I was really crazy. I was insane. Your girl's popular, what can I say? No. But the thing that I go on first date is to like suss out the vibe, don't waste my time, and also I don't like to build fake intimacy over text, and then when we meet it'd be like, I don't see anything. Or like it might be also catfish. It's so frustrating when you do like dating online. From those dates, I just got paid for everything, so I was like, if I can have that, and why don't I want it, you know what I mean? Why do I still want to like split with someone? Why? There's people who want to pay for everything for me. Like it just feels really like appreciated, not in a even a materialistic way. To me it was more like an act of service when they do that. Like, I sit back and I don't care about anything else in the world kind of vibe. Like I just rock up, be pretty, do what we plan to do, and then sit back and relax. I've been so into my feminine energy that's like nothing gonna pull me out of it, because I remember there was this date that I really liked. I found him really attractive, we had a really fun convo, and when the playtime comes we split everything, and I was like, okay, he wanna be friends then, and I move on. So yeah, that's me. Even on dating profile, I have to like suss them like even on text first a bit before meeting them up. And so most of the people that I meet in real life, most of them want casual stuff. Basically they want to fuck you first to see if the sex is actually good for them to even consider serious relationships with you. This is kind of like a fucked up concept. I understand that where they're coming from, they must have had like really bad experience with sex, or they just want like good sex, I guess. But I feel like if people are looking for seriousness, I don't think that good sex should be taken into consideration. It's nice to have it, but it's also something that is built over time. The first time that I heard this from a guy, I was just like, you must be a wanker. And he was, because I go out a lot, and so I meet a lot of people, meet a lot of different type of people as well. At this point I can tell what a person's vibe gonna be, and is that gonna suit my vibe, or is it gonna be something that I want future potentially, you know? I'm not dating to marry, but for the potential of it, even if to like marry at like 30, even though I'm only like 22, so I'm not rushing at the moment. This is like prime me. Things will only get better. That's how positive I am. I'm not saying I can't wait, because I'm not waiting. When I see someone, I approach them. Oh yeah, I approach people. It's really weird. People now use dating apps to do that, but I don't know. I use both. I use dating apps and I also approach people in real life. If I see them attractive, I just be like, walk up to them and say hello. Ladies, if you haven't tried that, you should try it. Once you did it, there's nothing that's stopping you. I think also the reason that I've been that confident, I hang out by myself a lot of the times, and usually what I do is I walk up to people to ask them to play pool with me. Most of the time I get yes, a little of the time I get no. It's like a rejection therapy kind of vibe, because you never know what they're gonna say, but you're prepared for it, you know what I mean? When things actually matter, like asking out a guy in public, like I wouldn't mind being rejected. There's nothing like beside appearance, because that's how got me into him, you know what I mean? So I understand it's kind of shallow. Comparing to dating apps, like that's so much better, because you can see what they look right now, no catfishing, right? And you can see how their manners is, how people like behave. It's such interesting to me. Like, everyone behaves differently. When a guy got good manners is such an attractive trait. Anyway, that's it for me. I see you guys next time. Have a nice week ahead. Remember, you should be cruel with who you choose to date, because you putting your heart on the line. Be really careful. That's my advice.